everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash Williams 7-inch figure from NECA Toys. Now this figure comes in a window box style of packaging. You've got the woods like you see in the Evil Dead in the background, and down below you have an image of Bruce Campbell and the figure's clearly displayed. On the side you have the Ash vs. Evil Dead logo. This is based on the Starz original TV series. And then on the back of the packaging we have more images of the figure, a brief bio, and then down below a look at the other two figures in this wave. Another Ash Williams, and then the demon, the mind demon, I forget his name, Eligos, I believe is how you pronounce it. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now, as I mentioned before, this is based on the new Starz TV series, so we're dealing with an older Ash here as opposed to the recently released Ultimate Ash figure, which was based on Bruce Campbell when he was younger. So the figure comes with a number of accessories, including his signature chainsaw hand, and I like the detailing on this. The blade part is just black, and you've got the little ridges for the chainsaw, and then you've got this handle, you've got a side handle and a top handle. You've got this little vent sculpted, and it's done with a dark metallic silver, and then the rest of it is basically red, and you've got some wash to give it dirt, and you've got the little pull handle here on the side. So nice sculpting detail overall. And then you've got the little peg on the back, and so what it does is you just attach it to the hole in his hand and it snaps right in. Now, if you're wondering if you could take this chainsaw hand and put it on your Ultimate Ash figure that was just recently released, unfortunately the answer is no, because on this figure you've got the peg on the arm and the hole on the hand, whereas on this new figure you've got the peg on the accessory or hand and the hole on the arm, so they're not interchangeable, unfortunately. We also get this little hand stump that you see him use in the TV series when he doesn't have an attachment on there, and this again is done with some red and black and some metallic silver, and again you just pop it in there. So he's got this little stump for a hand now. They give him his shotgun that you see him use in the TV series, and he holds this in his left hand, and he holds it nice and tight. And the detailing on this is good. You've got this wood grain color on the back, and then the rest is just black, but nice sculpting detail on this. Looks pretty much like you see him have in the TV series. And then they've also given you this holster on his back like you see him use, where you can stick the shotgun in there. And then he's got this Power Glove hand. So in the TV series, they basically take this Nintendo Power Glove and they turn it into a robotic hand so that Ash has a working hand in the series. And so what you do with this is you want to then pull the arm off at the basically just above the elbow, and then you just snap in this replaceable arm. And again, it just snaps right in and fits nice and tight. And I like the detailing on this. Again, you've got some metallic silver, and I like the line work on the fingers and everything. Again, this was like a Nintendo Power Glove that they converted into a usable hand for Ash. So, and he's got the red. So I think this looks really good on this figure. And finally, we get two different head sculpts with this figure. So I think NECA's done a really good job of capturing the likeness of Bruce Campbell with this face sculpt. Now, I do think the skin tone is maybe a little bit too much, has a little too much red in it. But otherwise, I think this looks really good. He's got all the wrinkles and everything. Maybe a little too many wrinkles on the chin. I don't know. I haven't looked that closely at Bruce Campbell, but yeah, I know he's older. But I think maybe they overdid a little bit on the wrinkles. But only really that stands out when you look at it up real close. I still think overall, though, they've done a great job of capturing Bruce Campbell's likeness. And I like the little gray. He's got the gray on the sideburn, and then the rest of the hair is black. And nice sculpting with the ears and everything. So I do like this head sculpt and like it much better than what we saw on the younger Ash figure, the Ultimate Ash figure. I think this is a better representation of Bruce Campbell. Now the second head that you get, now to replace it, you just pull off the head and then you just pop on the second head and it pops right in. And the second head is more of a, he's gritting his teeth, he's got kind of an angry look to him, he's got a little cut, and it looks like he's about to do some battle with some deadites. So I like this one a little better as far as, you know, posing it with the figure. And again, I think they've done a good job of capturing the likeness of Bruce Campbell with this. For the figure itself, I think they've done a good job. He's just wearing this blue denim shirt, and it's got the pockets sculpted on and the buttons and everything, and you've got some wash effect to give it that dirt look. So I think that looks pretty good. Now, the main part of the shirt is actually that kind of vinyl material like we often see with NECA figures. Same with the crotch piece. It's kind of that softer vinyl material, and then the legs and the arms are hard plastic. And I like the way they've sculpted the wrinkles and folds in the shirt. I think that looks good. And he's got these straps, and these are painted and sculpted as well, and you've got the little silver circles and everything, and they wrap around here for the holster for the shotgun. And then the pants are just a brown pant. He's wearing brown jeans. I guess, as Deadpool says, you wear your brown pants. And he's got a black belt and the gold belt buckle. So nice sculpting details. Pants look pretty clean, as opposed, he's got a little bit of wash for dirt on the shirt, but his pants look pretty clean. So maybe they could have added a little wash for a dirt effect on the pants, but still overall I think it looks good. And then he's got the brown shoes and nice sculpting detail with those and the laces and everything. I think that comes off looking good. And then he's got the soles of the shoes as well. So this figure stands at 6 3/4 inches tall. Here's a comparison with the Ultimate Ash figure from the movie, the younger Ash, and that one is a little bit taller. I guess maybe Bruce Campbell has shrunk a little bit with age. And here's a comparison with the Demon figure released in this wave. So articulation is actually pretty good on this figure. I wouldn't say it's super articulated, but it's good enough for this character. You can turn the head to the left and to the right, and he's got a little bit of down movement and a little bit of back movement, but not too much. You can also pivot the head a little bit to the left and the right. Arms attached with a ball hinge type joint, but the way it's sculpted, that's about as far out as you can get the arm, and he does have good rotation. He does not have a bicep swivel. He does have a double type hinge joint. He's got a hinge joint up here and a hinge joint down here, but they essentially work as a double hinge type joint. So he's got good bending there, and you also get rotation on the upper arm here and on the lower arm. You get rotation at the hand, and you got a little up and down movement with the hand, but not a whole lot. The sleeves come up over the wrists, so that limits that movement a bit. Doesn't have a waist or an ab crunch, but he does have a waist swivel, so you can swivel there, and you can bend it there a little bit at the waist, so he can bend down a bit there, and can't really look back too much there at the waist. Legs attached with a ball hinge type joint, so he can do the splits pretty good, and he can get his leg forward good, and he can do his leg kind of out and back. You do kind of stretch the upper crotch piece because it's that kind of rubber type vinyl material. He does not have a thigh swivel. He's got a single hinge knee, so he can bend his knee about that much. He's got a rotation there at the knee, and he's got hinges on the feet, a little bit of up and down movement. Again, the pants come down over the ankle, so it limits that movement. It does have rotation there, though be careful because you kind of stress the plastic a little bit when you turn the feet, and a little bit of pivot, but not too much, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. With the chainsaw, you just can rotate it. There's no up or down movement with that. And then with the power glove, you can rotate it here at the glove cuff, but you can't rotate it at the wrist because you got these little pieces that come over from the wrist over to the hand. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like this figure. In fact, this is probably my favorite Ash figure that NECA has done to date. I don't know if that's because I just prefer the TV series over the older movies or what. I definitely like the accessories that you get, like the chainsaw hand with this one, and you get the shotgun, and you got the little working holster in the back. So I like all of that, and even the power glove is kind of a cool extra accessory to get. Articulation, like I said, I wouldn't say it's super articulated, but it's not bad articulation either, and the sculpting detail and the overall paint applications are solid on this figure. So if you are a fan of the Evil Dead or Bruce Campbell himself, then I think this is a figure you'll definitely want to add to your collection. This figure is starting to hit shelves now. We'll have a full image gallery up at toynewseye.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'll have links to those in the video description below. And until next time, I'll catch you later.